My name is Mackenzie, and I got an 87 IROC-Z. This is one of our fan favorites, without doubt. These cars are hot. This one has a 5-speed. This is the first 5-speed we've ever had, and I'm geeked to show it to you today. We're gonna go for a drive, show you the ins and outs. The car has just 9,000 original miles. Ooh la la. Look at that, factory fresh. It's crazy, this car is 30-something years old. This one's bone stock. It's unmodified like a lot of these cars were. So this one has a fuel-injected 305. The 305 was your only option if you wanted to go with the 5-speed, but what's cool is this one has the tune port injected versus the available carbureted model. We have our dual snorkel inlet, which is very cool and a bit ahead of its time, and all the amenities you could want. This isn't a bare bones car by any means. We've got power disc brakes, we've got power steering, and a nice AC compressor on top, and of course the fuel injected system, as I mentioned a whole bunch of times, makes this thing pretty easy to own, enjoy, use, service. I see a new Delco battery. I see really clean paint on those shock towers and fender wells. Look at the firewall, clean as a whistle, and all over this sucker we have the original stickers. I mean, look up here, this is cool. And one step beyond, this is a pretty important original sticker. This car has never been in any accidents. It's been owned by the same family for all these years up until 2023, and it is completely original paint. Part of our iconic IROC package, these ground effects, giving us this big chunky splitter on here, and that is in really good shape. I don't see any marks on it where someone has drove it into anything. Our little pinstripe graphic going all around, it looks great. Some other pretty badging, Z70 or Z28, IROC-Z graphic. Very iconic. This one has dual sport mirrors, trick set of hips on it, and that's a square set of tires all the way around. We have our tune port injection badging, the original selling dealer tag still on the back. You can see that tag also matches the tag still on the keys. Has that soft power assist going on. Shocks are all working well. Here I want to point out, you see our VIN tag on this body panel as well. Very clean in here. You got a good bit of storage. You have some lockable storage compartments as well. Those rear seats can fold all the way down for you if you'd like to. Just a really cool big piece of glass. Kind of a dig the hatchback look these have. And watch this. Ooh-wee. This is a high-tech muscle car. Coming down over here, you see this car is very straight. I don't have any blemishes to point out to you. This is a time capsule. Oh boy. Fisher Body really did it good in here. Super cool cockpit feel. I like how everything's nice and blacked out. Even our important features over here, our latch, our lock and unlock buttons, our little window articulator. Everything's nice and tough. Said it before, I'll say it again. Aeronautically inspired. This thing has got it going on. As we move over a little bit, we're gonna see our 9,100 original miles. We've got a couple other of your vitals showing here, your voltmeter, coolant temp. We have a 7,000 RPM red line showing on our tach. Have a rear defrost, a cigarette lighter, a couple of vents for AC, which is blowing cold. And we got this doubled-in radio down here. That is the original Delco unit, and it is working flawlessly. And even got a tape deck. If you want to put in some of your favorite 80s bands, you could do it. Our 5-speed shifter. The knob is not only in great shape, but as is the boot. As expected for these miles, I like the shift plate showing us where to go. Power windows, and this is another way to release the trunk on this bad boy. And of course, we got a nice good handbrake. Inside of here, we're gonna be seeing our original RPO tag. This covers all the options the car has. There'll be a close-up of this in our photo gallery. One thing cool to note, I see G80 on here. That stands for a posi-track rear end. How about that? No glove box on these cars, so we're gonna jump right to the back. The rear seats are in great condition. At just 9,000 miles, nothing in this car has been overworn, and there's no signs of excessive wear anywhere. Everything looks good and tight. Seat belts look good, the headliner looks good, as do our visors, our rear view mirror, and that dome light. really smooth gearbox. That is for woo-hoo-hoo. 305 revs up real happy. Stock exhaust, still has a factory cat and that cross-flowing muffler. It doesn't make a ton of noise. You can hear your RPMs just a bit, but very subtle. Really was excited when I came across this thing. I mean, original tires, original belt. We got the whole story of where this car's been and how it moved along. It's really, really cool. And at this point in time, a 5-speed and this deep blue metallic with 9,000 miles. This could go a few different ways. You could park this in the collection. You could be one to relive that like new IROC and go and drive this thing. I mean, we are still riding on the original tires and they're not flat spotted. I think that's a great testament of how this car was stored. Then you gotta check out the photo gallery on this thing. The underbody is clean as a whistle. Immediately ice cold. That is awesome. And one thing I haven't seen on an IROC yet, the upshift light. That is super cool. Help you keep that mile per gallon just right. This really heightens the driving experience, no doubt. Coming up on a couple of turns, test out our power steering. Oh yeah. Just such a smooth ride. Couple things to share with you about this car before we go. One, this is one of the best examples. If you're a collector, been looking for the right one, would not look past this car. I know it's going to be very bittersweet to see it go. The right options, the right history, great color. Check out the link in the description to see all our pictures, the photo gallery. This thing's got the original books, the original keys, all that good stuff. If you want to hit us up, it's 248-714-2110. We'd be happy to talk to you more about the car, how the process goes, how we can ship it, finance it, you name it, baby. We'd be happy to talk to you. Thank you for checking us out. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and check out our other stuff.